Welcome everyone, I'm back. We have got lots to do now. I've actually got 3 bikes in the garage. My bike is getting its valve adjustment soon. I already have the stuff to do that. This is Calvin's bike. His clutch is dead. I'm pretty sure it's just the clutch. It's a Ninja 400. The clutch springs are probably fucked from factory. That's a known issue, so we're gonna upgrade those and do the clutch and stuff. That's on the way. This is Andrew's CBR500 that I said I was gonna fix a while ago. We now have a table of parts. We're doing rear subframe. We're gonna try and rebuild some shocks for the first time. New rear set that comes with the new rear foot peg and a new rear brake. They're both bent. A new shifter because the shifter linkage on here is also damaged. The new shocks and a new rear axle because the rear axle on this was bent and it was not good. So we're just going to start off with the new rear axle just because I had to pull it out to make sure it was bent before I did anything. So we'll start off with the rear axle, move it to the middle of the garage, and we're going to start cooking. It's the tight spot right there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. It's a completely stretched link right there.
Oh, you can see that. You can even see the wear, like the coloring.
Yeah.
You can actually see the line where it had been like. It's as if this bolt or something.
So yeah, the links will stretch. That's what that is. That's insane. That's a schmooey caliper. Okay, so we need to take the shocks off. But obviously to do that, we need to figure out a way of holding up the front end because the front end's been held up by the shocks. I'm gonna take a bunch of other different bolts out. So I don't have anything to rig on the roof and the jack doesn't really work because it wants to fall over anyways. So what I'm gonna try to do is extend this and put it over the bike and then we'll sort either ratchet strap or rope underneath probably the engine specifically or just attach it directly to the bars so that we can suspend the front end and just take everything off. This is our little thing we got going on. Contraption. It works quite well. I don't want to shake it too much because I don't think I need to be shaking around on it to get the shocks out yet. Probably, we'll see. But it's on there enough for me to start undressing everything else. So I get 2 little hex head bolts on either side of this. And then I think that it's going to be a 6 or an 8 mil socket, the other side. And then from my understanding, we just loosen this. Again, I haven't actually looked at any of how to do this. We loosen this and we loosen up top. Maybe remove a bracket or 2 and some cables that might be attached to it. And it should just slide out the bottom. So we'll see. Bro, I put an 8 mil on it. Oh. It was a 7 mil in the 8 mil spot. Okay, so let's go. Oh. Schmooey. The shocks, there's more fluid on the outside of the shocks than there is inside. Oh, it's gonna be a long night if I keep doing that shit. Actually, I got a comment on a video today from like a while ago. I think it was the exhaust video. Installing the exhaust. Someone commented, watching this 6 months later, and I'm still dying of allergies. Hell yeah. Sheesh! She's bent. Ah, it's crazy. Like, you can see it, but like... That's crazy. Okay. Surprise!
One of the can of snake things.
I don't remember the video having all these washers in it, so that's interesting. Also, it doesn't have a washer on it.
At least you don't have to worry about fluid coming out.
Well, you do, because there's still some in here. I think this actually comes off. This is on top of the spring. Well, what's left of the oil doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Like, it's black, but... Oh. Fuck. Yeah, it's got good water zone. There's a nut on the bottom of this. It's a hex head. I don't know what size it is yet, but I'll figure it out. But I went to go use my bit, socket, and it doesn't fit. So you need to get a longer one to fit down in there. I'm gonna see if I can break it loose with a Allen key first. So. Channel locks can do everything. I'm gonna get a pair of channel locks tattooed on my arm. Oh, I think I got it.
What does it look like? I hope, because there's oil in here and there hasn't been much oxygen going in, I'm not going to have had any.
I don't remember him talking about a second spring, so that'll be interesting to read that.
hits.
Where's one?
There's a gift. Very good.
This is gonna be messy, isn't it? Use magic. Oh, there we go.
Jobs on bikes.
All right.
Not necessarily sponsored.
That is a completely torn apart shock. That's fucking cool. Is that not cool?
That is cool.
That is cool. Like, that's a lot of different shit that goes into
Something that just moves up and down.
letting you, like, nail a fucking
Speed bump.
speed bump or something on the highway. Right.
30.
And then you're perfectly fine. And you don't go flying off the bike. Okay. I'm gonna do the next one off camera. So we don't
Hey!
have to take up the thing.
You said we can get Panda after we're done.
After we tear them both down and put it back again.
Oh.
Here we are. Here we got all the bits and bobs. The springs. All we got. This is new. These are new. New washers. New washer on here. Cleaned everything up. This is all extras. We're not actually gonna swap. I don't know why. Like, these don't even go in the shock. I don't know why I have all these. Yeah, so we're gonna rebuild it. I'm actually going step by step in a video because it's kind of a lot of stuff. It's not very complicated. It's just like you have to do it at least once. But I think after one time, apparently most shocks are the same way. So like most shocks will have pretty much all of this. Maybe just a little bit different, but the process is the same in them too. So I guess damper spring. Put this inside. And then you want it to slide down, he said, put your finger in the end because you've got little like springs in the bottom here. You don't want it to slam down into those. So I'm gonna get it to come out like that. And then put this cap on. And then I don't know what we do now. I already forgot. So we're gonna refer to the video. So he got the little baggie. I'm gonna put the baggie over the end. And then he got a little bit of oil. I don't think it needs to be the best oil. It's just a little slick.
Is that gonna work?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna.
You have to cut the back.
Yeah. So he said, spring side towards the medium that you're trying to contain, he said.
It's to not let through.
That doesn't really like help me because it's a spring on both sides. Here we are. We forgot to record. I had to kind of lock in, I'm not gonna lie. Because I was, you know, I haven't done it before, so just trying to focus in on it. I got the first one done quite easily, just follow steps. Did the same thing with this, but I had an issue with the oil seal because I think the metal ring right behind it, I think was like sideways or something, and was putting it in a bind. I could tell because it wasn't making the like, it was the one thing in here I couldn't hear when I did this. I could hear, but I could hear it in that one. So I took off the oil seal, and then just pulled it out and it unlodged it and started again, and here we are. So now we have two that are done up to the dust seal. So I guess now we're gonna do the spring, fill it up, and then put the cap on. So that's the next step. Okay, so we're following the video we've been following, some of this stuff. We're gonna follow the video, and in the manual for the CBR500r, there's no washers. There's 3 washers that were in this. So I'm wondering if maybe that's why it blew up. Whoever did this last put 3 washers in it for whatever reason. Maybe followed the wrong manual or whatever it was. So if something happens to him, at least I will know that I followed the manual and that it comes down to maybe not so much me not following instructions, but more so just an issue with the manual or whatever VIN we have. Maybe we just have like 1 year of bike that's supposed to have 3 washers in it. So this needs to be like the tighter coils need to be towards the bottom. Hello. Okay. This is the plastic piece.
Right direction?
Yeah.
With the tight coil for the bottom. Space in there.
There.
No, put a little dot of oil on the rings every time. Once they're old, technique that I've learned from doing this. Because obviously this is spring loaded, you need to get a couple of thread turns.
Holy hell.
Twist your arm, push down, and then bring it around. And it should catch enough. You don't want to cross thread it, so I'm just going to try that again.
I think whoever put this on last time cross-threaded the fuck out of it.
You try twisting your other hand.
Fuck this. No way I'm gonna have to order new shock caps. Well, here we are. That's what we ended with. I guess I'm just ordering the parts. We've got two new caps coming in, extra $100, which is annoying, but those are coming in. They should fit. There's so many, like, it's almost like nobody orders them. Like, I can't find any, like, super simple Google search. I need, like, you know, cap for shock for 2013 CBR500. Just doesn't really exist. There's just all kinds of, like, everything else pops up. So I called a dealership, talked to them about it. They found me a part number. Even on the website, it said it doesn't fit that bike, but we're gonna find out. So I ordered 2 of those. I cleaned up a little bit in here. A little bit, it's, you know, it's still a wreck. I'm gonna Daniel's not here today. I'm just gonna do 2 easier things while this is up. We're gonna do the shifter just because this rubber piece over here has come off, and that bothers me. I'm not selling that like that. That's disgusting. So I got a new one like that. No clue how this goes on. I'm assuming it's relatively simple. So we'll do that. And then the new rear set, no clue how this goes on either. Haven't looked into it, so we'll figure that out. But actually I guess it's probably kind of hard to see on the camera, but even this aluminum is bent. Actually cracked right there. Then the peg is also bent, and the rear brake is bent. Even back here it's bent. So hopefully I can replace that whole whole section. May have to pull off, we'll probably have to pull off brake lines and stuff, and figure out how to get all that sorted. And then we'll just re-bleed the brakes when I get everything back together on the bike, and the bike is standing by itself. So that's all I'm doing right now. This video is probably going to get split up into 3 different days. Day 1, tearing it apart, doing the shock stuff. Day 2 is this few little things here. Probably not going to take very long. I don't really have anything else to do. I don't have the stuff for the Ninja yet, and I don't want to start the valves on my bike until we have everything cleared out. And yeah, and then we're just waiting on the caps. So till those caps come in, I can't really do anything else on the bike. I can't finish it. Can maybe do some chain stuff. We'll see.